What's up, guys, and welcome back to Junkyard Truck. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. If you haven't already, it would be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, I was determined to try to find the breaking point of this new drivetrain, and what I realized is that the Toogii has made this game too easy. So today, we're going to be going back to using the original 4-cylinder engine because I just love a good challenge. I'm kidding. We're not going to... That's crazy. We're not going to do that. That'd be so dumb. At the tail end of the previous episode, we brought the truck back up here because I was expecting Jig's contraption thingamabob to be here. It's not, which leads me to believe that maybe his mission is just a little bugged out at the moment. I mean, I can see the contraption next to him, but every time I try to pick it up, it just slips right through my fingers. And you know what's not going to slip right through my fingers again? This little bash bar, bowl bar, some people call it a brush guard, right down here on this little abandoned truck. I think it looks pretty good, personally, but of course, let me know what you guys think of it down in the comments. So before we take the truck back down into town, I'm gonna get it loaded up really quick with some of this junk that we've kind of been accumulating now. It's mostly propane tanks, but also a bunch of this other useless junk that we could probably get some good scrap money for. We'll be back to run some shine later, but we're gonna have to bring out some more supplies for that.
There you go.
The next morning.
I just kind of want to verify something really quick, just to make sure that, yeah, we really can't pick up the contraption, and every time we try to talk to him,
I'm sure you can figure this thing out
just
on your own.
Says that we can have it, but we can't. I guess it's not that big of a deal. I mean, we've been doing just fine without it, but in addition to running some moonshine, I'd also like to tackle some of these odd jobs today. Unfortunately, I, again, don't have as much time as I would like for this recording, but that's okay. That is a-okay. We're gonna make do.
I got this fuel additive. It's supposed to increase the horsepower, but
Fuel
the
with two
instructions are
Ls.
all in Russian. So I
Oh.
guess you pour it into the fuel tank. I'm assuming you're supposed to pour the whole bottle. At least I think. I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'll try it. I'll try anything once. What's the worst that could happen? You know, it's not like this thing has sugar in it or anything. We're not going to put sugar in our gas tank. Or maybe it does contain sugar. Do we just need to give her the empty bottle back? Or no, she actually wants us to go drive it around and test it out. We'll do that. We will do that. Okay, it sounds way more rowdy. And I don't know if I like it. Should we just commit to trying this jump right here? Let's do it. We really might as well, right? What do we have to lose? We're gonna stick the landing. We've got great suspension. Did we not complete the landing? Hang on. I don't actually know which jump that was, but I mean, we came out unscathed. The truck still works. Oh, might have spoke too soon. Hang on, 4-wheel drive. Truck still works just fine. Just got stuck in a little bit of mud out here. Not a big deal. And the crazy, like, crackle that was coming from the exhaust has gone away now. So we must have, like, burned through... Hey, bud. Must have, like, burned through all the additive already? See what she has to say about it.
It sounds like it worked. Your engine might disagree, though. I don't mind selling it, but don't come complaining if you fry your powertrain.
Are you telling me that I might have just fried my drivetrain? How are the pistons looking? A little rough, actually. And we already knew the transmission and transfer case were rusty again. We're gonna have to replace those, unfortunately. Yeah, it's looking like we're probably gonna need to do a piston job for this sucker. I mean, every piston except for piston number 1, right? That was the only one that we replaced before we put the engine in the truck. What's this gonna cost us? What are they, $60 a pop? I guess that's not too terribly bad. We're gonna buy all 5 of these. I'm only gonna be able to put 4 in my inventory. We'll put the 6th one inside the truck. Why am I so thirsty already? We've been going through our thirst like nothing today. And hunger, too. Actually, we're already getting kind of hungry. I'm going to head over to the gas station. We'll chit-chat with Shirley real quick. Grab some food. Grab a drink. You know the deal. And then we'll be off to the next odd job for the day.
Later.
We haven't talked to this guy in a very long time, but apparently he's got a new gig for us.
We have a major problem. Someone dropped off what looks like a fucking atom bomb. I need you to take this far, far away from here.
Yeah. Of course. Little does he know, we did that. We put this here. Also, part of me thinks that maybe the reason Jig's job is messed up is because we weren't supposed to bring these drums here? Or if we were, we didn't put them in the right spot? I don't know. Off camera, I did try to put them in his bin, you know, the bin that we put all the trash bags in. That didn't work either, so your guess is as good as mine. But he wants this thing taken far, far away. So let's see, how far away are we talking here? Oh. Actually, kind of seems close by. Dude, no way! Whoa, big lightning strike over there, too. That was way too easy. I don't know, dude. For having 5 bad pistons, this thing sure is getting along just fine. Oh, I'm also not in 4-wheel drive suddenly. Oh, you know what? It probably popped out since the transfer case is a little bad. It's a little rusty, a little crusty. Probably won't last that much longer. Why are we struggling in the mud, though? We've got, like, the best of the best tires. Where are we going? Dude, we're getting close to, like, the edge of the dang map here. Oh, okay. Just right here, then. Easy. Easy, no issues whatsoever. Just gonna leave that in this mud pit, this mud bog. I do kind of want to see if we could peer over the edge of the map up here. We've got to be getting close. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. The edge of the world, ladies and gents. We got to be pretty close to that ambrosia tree. Oh yeah, dude, it's literally right behind us. And to our left a little bit more. I'm kind of in a valley at the moment. It's right around us somewhere. Rather than driving, I'm just gonna hop out. I think I'll be able to get to the spot a little bit easier on foot. It's like right at the top of one of these mountains. Might even be this one. Yep, there it is. Beautiful. Okay, I knew we were like close-ish by. Oh. I don't have any inventory space. Hopefully this doesn't fall out on us as we're driving out of here. And so many of you guys, after I pointed this out in whatever episode that was, I honestly don't even remember. So many of you were like, don't even try, don't even waste your time. Nobody has cracked the code. I guess this is like a puzzle of some sort. I know I've seen the scarab. Scarab? I can only say it right if I put an accent on it. I've seen that, though, for sure, on the side of Jimmy Junk's, not Johnny Junk's, but Jimmy Junk's place. I've seen this over by our Moonshine still site. Haven't seen this symbol. A lot of these other ones I don't recall seeing anywhere. We're gonna leave that up to the professionals. I mean, I don't have time to mess around with that today. I don't think I'll have time to mess around with that ever. Wait a minute. Dude, why on earth would I only grab 1 ambrosia? Well, now it's raining. I guess that might be reason enough not to, but since we're here, we might as well just clean up the entire tree. Take every single one. Oh, because I don't have inventory space, so I'm gonna have to carry these down to the truck one by one. Or I could just, I don't know, take the truck up the hill. Now that it's got the Toogii, it's unstoppable. We really can just sort of take this thing anywhere, even with hurt pistons. Doesn't seem to be bothering it whatsoever. All right, brother. We got to make this quick, okay? The truck is running on fumes.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Oh, sweet. We actually got some money for that, too. Too much money. Oh, right, because I kind of have pistons in my inventory. Before we head back home to start fixing up our truck again, I think I'm gonna buy another transmission and another transfer case. Maybe these will last a little bit longer than our previous ones did. Where are they? Oh, right here? Wait. V8 transmission, yeah, probably doesn't mate up to the straight 6. We'll just grab what we had before. $400 for the transmission, $250 for the transfer case, leaving us with only $200. Didn't we have some cash in the ATM, though? I swear we left like $2,000 in the ATM. Or close to it anyways. Yeah, we've got $2,200 in here. Let's withdraw 200 of that. That way we can just have a little bit of extra Skrilla. And then I went ahead and purchased all 6 of these Moonshine jar crates. That way, when we come back here tomorrow morning, hopefully this will be replenished and we can take 12 crates up to the still site instead of just 6 at a time. Hey! How we doing? You know, I wonder if I'd be able to replace all of these pistons from underneath of the truck, instead of having to remove the entire engine and well, we're gonna have to remove the transmission and transfer case anyways. But you know what I'm saying. Maybe this will be a little bit easier for us. Do we have oil? We do, but do we have enough? There's 100 in that one, and oh, that's right, 200 in that other bottle. Yeah, we've got plenty. I think we'll be okay. Well, it's looking like we're gonna have to take the whole engine out of the bay anyways. For whatever reason, I can't seem to get the pistons out from the bottom end. Wait, what is that? Oh, that's the exhaust. The original exhaust is a little rusty. I got kind of nervous there. Now I know, though, if we need to replace pistons, whole engine has to come out. Every single thing that touches the cylinder head has to be removed. Everything that touches the block has to be removed just to get the head and the block to break into 2 pieces, just to get them to separate. It sucked. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That was brutal. Let's get all the scrap parts now loaded up in the back of the truck. You might have noticed I have a water pump in there too. I did take the taxi, I guess if you want to call it that, to town, grabbed a water pump, took the taxi back here to the house, and got that replaced. That was the only other thing I noticed that wasn't in the best of condition. So we should be good now. Should be. I checked oil. Everything's fine there. I'm very short. Hang on a second. Let's do that a few times. There we go. Fixes it every time. And just like that, ladies and gents, we are ready to rip tater chip. Let's go get these spare parts sold off.
There you go.
It's time to see if my bright idea yesterday actually paid off. Check it out, dude. We've got 6 additional jar crates right yonder, and we still have all 6 of these. But jars aren't the only thing that we need. We also needed some propane tanks. Honestly, if I was really using my noodle, yesterday when we set all these other jars out, I should have set 2 propane tanks aside. That way we could have brought 4 to the still site instead. Glad to see 4-wheel drive is working though. We've got all of our horse puppies back now as well, thanks to our replacement pistons. We've just got to slowly make our way into the woods here and back to the still site. We'll be cooking up some shine in no time. All right, now we've only got 3 buckets of mash out here, so we're not going to be able to make a ton of moonshine. It'll be a little bit less than we did on our big run of every single flavor. But that's why I intentionally grabbed the ambrosia, because I'm fairly certain, and we still haven't really proven this, but I'm fairly certain that the ambrosia moonshine goes for the most amount of money. Having said that, let's pop the top off our buckets and get our shine on. It wasn't a perfect run, unfortunately. I kind of forgot to replenish our infuser with the ambrosia, so we ended up with just 1 crate of regular old run-of-the-mill corn liquor. I hardly know her. Could have been worse, though. I did also lose one of our buckets after it launched me 300,000 feet into the air. It could have been worse, though. It could have been much worse. So I'm going to get all this loaded up into the bed of the truck, and we'll get it brought into town and get it sold. Afternoon, gents. I heard you might be in the market for some ambrosia shine. Sorry about this Randy crate right here.
Woo,
we don't need to talk about it. How much money did we get? From $200 to 7,200 bucks, dude. That sets us up really dang well for the next episode. I want to see if our buckets reset right over here. Beautiful. Unfortunately, that is all the time that I have for today, but I really appreciate you guys being so understanding about these shorter episodes this week. Having said that, once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.